Hello again. I thought I'd just say a few words about face masks, since it will soon be possible to dispense with them, at least in Britain. I wonder how many people have actually bothered to check out the medical situation with the things. I think that we all know by now that they've had very little effect on the progress of the pandemic, though they do provide reassurance for elderly and vulnerable people, apparently. What I have noticed is that the majority of people seem to be wearing cloth masks rather than medical ones, and I can't help but wonder if they know that those things are not really very good for them. I give a link in the description to this video to a study undertaken in Vietnam 6 years ago. Cloth face masks are popularly used there by health workers, as they are in many other parts of the world where people cannot always afford to use proper medical masks of the kind that one uses once and then throws away. The study was conducted by the University of South Wales in Australia, and I cannot do better than to read out the summary verbatim. Respiratory infection is much higher among healthcare workers wearing cloth masks compared to medical masks, research shows. Cloth masks should not be used by workers in any healthcare setting, authors of the new study say. This was in 2015. In other words, cloth masks are a bit of a hazard. Perhaps if they're washed regularly each time they're used, this might not be so bad, but of course they're not. People take them off, stuff them in pockets, use them the following day without washing them and so on. The damp cloth acts like a petri dish for cultivating bacteria. In fairness to the government, the advice has always been to wash them after a single use, but nobody does that. I suggest people read the study to which I give a link and ask themselves a few questions about the health implications, not just for the workers in Vietnam who were the subject of the study, but about the millions of people in Britain who have been using the things. I think that there are going to be some interesting results of research being carried out into this subject in the near future.